Warning: the following podcast, which contains strong language and mature content, is unsuitable for children or for the faint of heart. The subject matter discussed will be frightening and graphic in nature. Listener discretion is advised.
Three spooked girls. Three spooked girls. When you want to hear about the paranormal, you get the spooked girls. True crime that makes you hypothermal. With the three spooked girls, stabby snippets will give you dreams. Tara and Jessica will make you scream along with the spooked girls. Bring on the slaughter, we on that haunted ground. Spooked girls. The three spooked girls.
Hey Spooksters, and welcome back to another episode here on Three Spooked Girls. My name is Tara, and as always, I'm here with my ghoul friend Jessica.
Hola.
Hello. And today is another Listener Encounters episode. If you have a paranormal or true crime personal story you would like read here on the show, please send them in so we can continue this series. We absolutely love it, and it seems like you guys do too. You can send your stories to us at threespookedgirls@gmail.com, literally at any time. Anytime I get stories, I always bookmark them for us, and we just add it to our treasure trove. I'm just going to be very transparent. We are pretty much at the end of our treasure trove at the moment. So if you've been waiting to get stories in, now is the time. But before we get into that, if you are new here, hello, welcome. Thank you for checking out the show. Returning Spooksters, welcome back. If you are not hanging out with us on social media, you can find us at all the places. We're on Instagram, Threads, Facebook, pretty much everywhere. And we have our amazing Facebook group that I mentioned in the previous Sunday Scaries. That is Three Spooked Girls Official. It's, as you guys know by this point, Jessica and I's favorite place on the internet. There's all kinds of fun memes, articles. We do discussion threads for each episode. And when we want to hear feedback and get ideas and things like that, that's where we go. That's our little home base. So if you want to hang out with us and like-minded spooksters, join us over there. And if you would like to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/threespookedgirls. For as little as $1, you get one bonus episode a month. 5 and up get ad-free episodes the day before. And then you also get access to our giant backlog. There is literally so many episodes. We've had Patreon almost as long as we've had the show. So not only is there all-tier episodes available for all patrons, there is extra bonus content we did during 2020 and that era of time, and also video content from time to time from us. So if you are interested in checking that out, we have that for you guys over there. And we also just wrapped up our latest season for Social Seance Society. We did our giant deep dive, which we did preview here on the Hunger Games universe. And then yesterday, if you are listening to this on published day, we had our seasonal summoning session. And behind the scenes real time, we're recording that after this one. We wanted to make sure we had our voices because it's probably going to be a long episode because we do hot topics during the summoning sessions. Sometimes we do favorites, but we are both anticipating majority of that episode being about Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and all of the drama that's happened with that. So if you're looking for more content from us for free, if you like pop culture, things like that, definitely check it out. And can I tell them what we're doing next season, or is it too soon?
No, it's too soon.
It's too soon. Okay. So you'll have to stay tuned for that. I'm going to hold off, but we're both very excited. We're probably going to start recording those soon. Lots of good content coming. We're very excited. We can't wait for you guys to hear that. But also, if you are a reader, you can join our virtual book club. That is Spookster Literary Society. We are in the book clubs app, and everything we mention in our intros is in the show notes in the link tree below. When you guys are hearing this, we will be getting ready to gear up for our monthly meeting. We meet on Discord the last Sunday of the month. So if you want to talk about books, you want to come read a book with us, it's always a really good time. I know every time I always am adding stuff to my TBR just because, like, I'm always nosy and asking what everybody else is reading or gonna read. So I love it. It's one of my ways I find books.
It's true.
Yeah. So definitely join us if that interests you. But with that, we're going to go ahead and dive into this episode's stories. And I'm going to hand it over to Jess for our first one.
Okay, our first story of this listener episode comes from Christina, and it is titled My Antietam Visitor. Christina writes, "Greetings, Tara, Jessica, and Kate, and all other spooksters. I thought I would send this story to you of my spooky encounter from an Antietam battlefield. I went to college in Shepherdstown, which is the oldest town in West Virginia. If Shepherdstown sounds familiar, they did a whole series called The Ghosts of Shepherdstown. But I digress. Anyway, my story takes place on a chilly October day. My roommate and some of our other friends were out visiting a battlefield when we walked down Bloody Lane, and as we were walking, the temperature below our knees dropped significantly. Yes, it was already a chilly day, but it was almost frigid below our knees and nowhere else. And two of my other friends felt it as well." Okay, that would be so weird. Like the weirdest sensation to be like,
right?
My ankles are freezing, but my arms are just chilly. It's just chilly up here, and it's very cold at my feet.
Maybe it's like a ghost lake. They're just wading through the water. Like that's what I thought of.
I thought of like snow.
Yeah.
Like maybe they were like a battle.
Oh, in the winter? Mm-hmm.
You guys all know that I'm really terrible at geography, so I don't know if it snows in West Virginia.
Isn't that where like the Appalachian Mountains are though?
I don't know where this particular town is.
But I'm just saying mountains? No.
I apologize, Christina, for like tangenting in your story. I'm so sorry.
She's like, God damn it, you two.
Later that night, I woke up and looked around, and I could see my roommate turn towards the wall. All of a sudden, there was a Confederate soldier at my side, and he was bending down towards my face. I jerked away really fast, and he was gone. I never saw him again. And I did tell my roommate the next morning. Let's say we slept with the light on for quite a while. Maybe sometimes you could do a series on haunted universities and schools as well. I know each one of the dorms at my school had their own ghost. Thank you for listening/reading my story and making me feel like I'm just with friends when I listen to you gals."
Aww.
Oh, that's very sweet. We have done some universities. So back in our feed, I know that we've done some haunted universities.
Mm-hmm. Long time ago, though. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I love that your school is like, it's kind of like a Harry Potter house. Every house has its, like every dorm has its own ghost. Like every house has its own ghost.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Me too. Okay. My first story of the episode comes from Carol. Carol writes, "My mom, who's always been super close, passed away in November of 2022. And since then, I've had a few encounters with her. Usually it's during dreams and mostly her comforting me, enough that maybe it's my own subconscious trying to make me still feel close to her. But I've had one that really stood out to me recently." Oh, also BT dubs. Carol's she like a ghost magnet. She's sent us lots of cool stories over the years, so definitely check out other listener encounter episodes for sure. Okay, back to our story. So, me and my brothers, along with all of their children, were at my parents' house running around and playing with the kids, like we always do. And my mother was there in spirit form, just watching over all of us in the most loving way a mom/Grammy could. But she went to hover closer to my older brother, and there was just this massive feeling of sadness and grief coming from him. And my mom told me how much she loved all of us and was always looking out for us. The dream was about 6 months after she had passed, and something about her hovering near my older brother and that feeling of sadness really stuck with me, so I made sure to check in on him as much as I could, even if he wasn't the most communicative or willing to discuss his feelings. But I keep at him and send him loving messages just in hopes he doesn't feel so sad, even if he won't admit it. I found out through a mutual friend a few months later that his wife had left him and he didn't want to tell anyone. We live in different states, so we text and talk often as we can, and I go see him whenever I'm back in my hometown. So I have no way of knowing, and he hid it from all of our family members. I haven't told him about it because I don't know how it would make him feel, but I really think my mom is watching us and knew he needed some kind of checking in on him. Thanks for reading. Love you guys and the show so much. Aw, that's so sweet. Thank you, Carol.
Thank you.
I love that.
Also, Carol, I really think you need to start investing in like a perfume or something that has like Palo Santo or
Just in case, yeah.
sage. Just something. I mean, as much as we love your stories, it's like I'm starting to worry about you.
Right.
Please be safe. Okay. Our next one comes from Mandy, and there is a trigger warning that it comes with a school shooting around it. This is the Hillard Davidson shooting plan. On October 7th, 2016, John L. Stanley III was arrested near the Ohio State University campus. Stanley was arrested on conspiracy to commit murder. At the time, my sister was a sophomore at Hillard Davidson High School in the suburbs of Columbus, Ohio, and I was in 8th grade at Hillard Weaver Middle School, which was right across the street from the high school. I was like, is Hillard? And then literally I have to say that the next sentence answered this question for me, folks. But I was like, is Hillard the area? Because why is everything Hillard something? I just needed to keep reading because the next sentence is the Hillard Division. The Hillard Division of Police had received multiple tips from peers and teachers exposing John's plan of committing a mass shooting at Hillard Davidson High School in 2016. It was found out that he was searching for guns to purchase online, and following his arrest, police found tactical gear in his home. Authorities said that his plans were advanced and included diagrams of the buildings, online research, and effects to recruit other students to assist in carrying out his plans. When the authorities searched his home, they found racist, Nazi, and neo-Nazi propaganda. Fortunately, the see something, say something rule is widely respected and acknowledged in the Hillard community. Otherwise, John could have, and I have no doubt would have, executed his horrendous plans to kill innocent teenagers and teachers. During his trial, Stanley was originally charged in a juvenile court, but the judge ordered him to be prosecuted as an adult. Stanley was sentenced to 4 years in prison, and following his sentence, he was ordered to serve 3 to 6 months in a halfway house and to serve 5 years on probation. He was released from prison on October 19th, 2018. At this time, I was a sophomore at Hillard Davidson, and fear was immediately stuck back into the community following his release, as many of the community members had a strong belief that he was not rehabilitated. As the years went by, the fear dissipated, and the story fell into the shadows, along with Stanley. To this day, the plan to massacre students has not been carried out, and there has never been a shooting at the school. But in January of 2023, 2 15-year-old students were arrested after parents of students who attended Davidson uncovered some disgusting and threatening social media posts. These parents then contacted the high school, who then contacted the Hillard police. Authorities easily found the posts and the students who posted them. The 15-year-old female was arrested and was immediately taken to the Franklin County Juvenile Detention Center, and the 15-year-old male, who admitted to making some of the posts, had been charged with inducing panic. I'm unsure of what these posts were, as they were promptly taken down and have not shared with the public. So the moral of the story is, if you see something, say something. It could potentially save lives.
Damn.
Wow.
That's scary.
Really? It's like, I always think that when something happens in a community like that, the community becomes extra vigilant. Mm-hmm. But it also, I think, is one of those things where the biggest fear is that it could happen again. Because these weren't that far. 2016 and 2023, it's not that far off. These kids would have remembered at going to elementary school and hearing about this.
Totally. For sure. Well, I'm glad everyone was okay.
Me too.
I hate that. All right. So our last story for the episode comes from Ashley. Ashley writes, "Hey ghouls, it's Ashley, the Kentucky transplant from Red Bluff, California."
Hey!
I know, local. Well, not local now, but used to be local.
I'm not local anymore, but hey.
I'm definitely not, but hometown local is what we should say. Near hometown area local. I'm back again, this time to tell you guys about a time 3-year-old me wrecked my mom's Oldsmobile Cutlass per request. More like drove it backwards down the side of a mountain, but I'm jumping ahead a bit.
Ashley.
This is insane. Buckle in, it's a long wild ride, pun intended. Picture it, Suisun Valley, 1990. It was a cool April night around 9 p.m. My mom and I just got back from a grocery trip. She unbuckled me, opened the car door, grabbed the groceries, called for me to follow her. When I didn't come inside, she assumed I was out in the garage playing with the dogs. Joke's on her. She walked inside and put the groceries down, came back out, and I was gone. Not only was I gone, her car was also gone. We at the time were living with my grandparents, who happened to be out of town, and they lived on the mountain ridge called Twin Sisters, adjacent to Cordelia, and that butts up to Napa Valley. They lived about halfway up this mountainside, so it goes without saying that there was some steep-ass inclines. One of those steep-ass inclines was at the edge of the driveway, oh my god, where my mom was parked. While my mom was inside, I thought me and my doll should go for a pretend ride. Only I put the car in neutral, and Jesus took the wheel from there. Or maybe it was gravity. Who knows? Either way, I boosted my own mom's car. I know, what a dick. My poor mom freaked the fuck out, as one does. She assumed someone took me because, duh, a 3-year-old can't drive. Okay, Mom. She hauls ass in the house, starts banging on the bathroom door because my dad was in the shower yelling, "Dan, someone took the baby," over and over. My dad throws on some jeans and runs outside. Thank God my grandparents had floodlights on each corner of their house because my dad quickly noticed the 6-foot car-sized gap in the neighbor's fence. Oh my God.
It's just like the panic, and I'm thinking like 90s dad jeans and like
yes,
just
hopping in them, like hopping in your shoes.
hopping and like running. And also like I know this area very well, so it's like, yeah, some of them are like bloop bloop.
Oh my God, scary. He goes back in, grabs a half-dead flashlight, kept going in and out, and a glow stick, one of those thick boys, not the thin necklace kind, and starts following the path of destruction. He ran through the first part of the broken fence where the car entered the neighbor's yard and out the other side where the car punched through to the road leading up to my grandparents' house. So I busted 2 parts of their fence in and out. They also had livestock, and I'm not sure if any got out, but I'm assuming no, because as many times as I've told this story, there was no mention of a pig or a horse running away. After the car busted through the fence the second time, it had picked up speed and jumped the road and barbed wire fence and landed in a cow pasture. And it did not stop there. It kept dodging, oh my God, it kept dodging cows, trees, which scraped the doors on the car, but didn't stop it, and ditches. It finally came to a stop at the bottom of a mountain where the ground level's out. At this point, my dad is hauling ass through the pasture in the wrong fucking direction. I'm just like picturing all of this. I'm sorry, guys. Weirdly, I still remember this. I kept bouncing from the front to the back seat. When it stopped, I had to climb into the front seat. I started honking the horn. I was trying to roll the window down, but I couldn't get it past a couple of inches. I stuck my face to the window and yelled for my mom, asking her to let me out of the car. Thankfully, my dad heard me honking and yelling and doubled back. Your poor dad. That's all I gotta say. Your poor dad.
I know. I also picture him barefoot.
Oh my God.
I don't know if this is true.
Oh, very well could be, yeah. Or like unlaced boots or something, but I don't know. Could go either way. My poor dad, running through the dark, slipped in cow shit and landed flat on his back, popped up like it was his job, and kept on trucking. Finally made it to me and opened the car door. He pulled me out saying, "Holy shit, baby, are you okay?" And I responded with, "Daddy, I hit my dome."
Aww.
Sorry, only because you're okay, I'm laughing. He walked me the 2 to 3 miles back up the way we came to find an ambulance, police, volunteer fire department, news reporters, and someone from CPS. My mom had called 911 and reported me missing, thinking somebody had taken me because, again, what 3-year-old can drive a car? Me. That's who. Surprise, Mom, your daughter's gifted. I think the response was quick because both of my uncles were in the volunteer fire department at the time and heard the call come in and recognized the address. I got checked out by EMTs, and the only mark I had on me was a red mark on my forehead. Other than that, totally fine. That's amazing. Thank goodness. Plus, my sweet, sweet kid bangs covered it, so no harm, no foul for me. My mom's dome light in the car was broken by my steel-ass forehead.
Oh, no.
I think your mom probably would prefer that to be broken versus, like, you know, your brain.
Truth.
We're glad you're okay. That night, I made the front page of the newspaper for the first time. I made it 3 more times, but that was for academic shit. I know, lame. Am I right? No, not lame. CPS threatened to take me due to child endangerment, to which my dad said, "Go fuck yourself, you're not taking my kid," and marched into the house with me in his arms. To say my 21-year-old dad was feisty as fuck was an understatement. The next day, my grandparents came home early and saw my mom's car parked in the cow pasture and thought, "That looks like Michelle's car," but thought nothing of it and kept making their way home. When they got almost to their house, they found my dad on the road helping their neighbor repair the damage I caused to their fence. My dad and grandfather drove down to the pasture owner's house and drove my mom's car out. That's right, the car still ran, and my mom drove it for 2 more years. They really don't make them like they used to. Damn right they don't. That would have been gone if that was a car now. After recounting the previous night's events to my grandparents, they swore they were never leaving town again. They did, but it was a wild story, and the first time they'd gone on a trip by themselves since my dad was born. Anyways, thank you for reading, and I swear I'm a better driver now. Okay, bye.
Ashley, my dear.
Oh my God, that's scary. I love that, though.
I love that your mom immediately was like, "Ashley's been kidnapped. Someone took the baby." And it's always like, I mean, obviously, like if that was the case, it'd be terrible.
Yeah.
But the fact that it was like this kind of hilarious moment, I want to point out that it's hilarious because you weren't really hurt. like if you were severely hurt, I would be like, oh my God. But like,
Right.
this is the kind of thing that like they put into movies because it happens to someone in real life. And I'm so glad to pseudo know somebody and that you're from our neck of the woods.
Yeah, love that. Well, that is going to go ahead and wrap us up for today. We hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you have a spooky or true crime story to share with us, please email them over to us at 3spookedgirls@gmail.com. And with that, we'll go ahead and sign off, and we'll see you back here on Sunday for another Sunday Scaries. Bye, guys.
Toodles.